Hello, I'm Representative Jonathan Brostoff, and welcome to my latest edition of What's Up Wednesday. Tomorrow we'll vote on a number of special session school safety bills at the request of Governor Walker. We're currently suffering from a public health crisis. Gun violence continues to claim the lives of innocent children and other community members across our nation and across our state. And Walker has had all year to do something, anything about this. But instead, he has fought against common sense policies like universal background checks. But now he's seeing the polling numbers and he has a re-election coming up, so poof, he's suddenly concerned about children being murdered by gun violence. What a coincidence. But don't get too excited. He's still shaking in his britches scared of the NRA, so he isn't actually asking for anything significant to be done in regard to saving children's lives from gun violence. After all, the NRA has given him $3.5 million over the last 8 years. Poor Scott Walker. On the one hand, he wants to get reelected and knows that gun violence prevention is a big issue in Wisconsin. On the other hand, he trembles in the presence of any NRA representative who enters the state capitol. What is our governor to do? Well, we should focus on common sense measures that stop guns from getting into the wrong hands. Now, this is a tough issue that's going to take a multifaceted approach, but we can start with some pretty basic solutions like universal background checks, a ban on bump stocks and high-capacity magazines, reinstating the 48-hour waiting period, and keeping guns out of the hands of domestic abusers, just to name a few. Instead, this package does nothing to prevent the next school shooting. It does, however, give Attorney General Brad Schimel authority over the funding for school safety, and yes, this is the same Attorney General that supports arming teachers as a solution to gun violence in our schools. The bottom line is that this package doesn't stop dangerous people from getting deadly firearms. We need common sense gun safety measures that ensure guns do not end up in the wrong hands and keep our children, our teachers, our school staff, and our communities safe. Walker is ignoring the pleas from students and their families who want their schools to be safe from deadly gun violence. This is the sort of do nothing while pretending to do something about gun violence approach. That's exactly what you get when you have a governor who knows the tide is turning on gun safety laws but is too scared of the NRA to actually do anything about it. So he doesn't have the courage to take a stand against the NRA even for the sake of our children's lives. If you want to talk with him about his cowardice on gun safety issues, feel free to give him a ring, 608-266-1212. Thank you very much for tuning in. This is Wednesday, and that's what's up.